What's going on, everybody? This is Joe.
And Amy.
And we are back with another episode of Pokemon Black, Amy's 5th journey through the world of Pokemon. Last time, we had a whirlwind of an episode, so if you missed it, I highly encourage you to go check it out. If I remember, I will try to link it in the top right-hand corner there for you, so feel free to click and tap that, I should say, in case you missed it before I get into spoilers. But here they are. Last time, Amy, you made some big changes to your team with 3 new Pokemon that you caught.
Yes.
In Tympole, Timburr, and the very difficult to catch
Sawk.
Sawk. Very nice. So, Amy, because we kind of threw these the Sawk on here at the end of the last episode because it took us a little while to get it, we didn't really get a chance
to get it.
Yeah, so we didn't really get a chance to switch your team around.
Right.
So we will ask you in a moment after we're done doing this where we're going. Are we going back to Pinwheel Forest to train, or are we going back to the gym? But first I want to know who's going where for wherever it is that we're going.
Okay. Tympole would be position 1.
Oh, okay.
Sawk would be position 2.
I like it.
Timburr will be position 3.
Okay.
Or Pignite will be position 3.
Because, by the way, everybody, Tepig did evolve into Pignite last episode as well, because, not enough else went on.
Timburr will be position 4. And then Pansage will be position 5. I can count.
That's fine.
And then Audino will be position 6.
Beautiful. Okay, so then, Amy, now that your team is in the order that you want it to be in, I will ask you, are we going to the gym or back to the forest?
Well, I see that we're missing some items here.
Well, because we just added these folks to the team.
So we wanna equip them with hold items.
I don't know if we have enough hold items, but we will check. Yeah, we have 3 Oran berries and 3 Pokemon that need them, so I guess you were right. Tympole gets one. Sawk gets one.
Only thing is, though,
yes,
I would like to go back to the forest first.
Okay.
And train up Tympole specifically.
Okay.
So I'm not sure I want to put the hold items on them quite yet, even though we just did that.
Okay.
Sorry about it.
No, it's fine. I continued on even though you said so I could have just waited, but it's fine.
So so hold on a second.
Sure. Sorry.
I want the Chesto berries to be present on Pokemon when we fight in the forest.
Okay.
But I'd rather the Oran berries be saved for the gym.
That makes sense.
So maybe we put, because I think Pansage and Audino have Chestos.
I think so too.
So I think we put those on 2 of the other Pokemon.
The Chestos.
Yes, and take the Oran berries away from them.
Okay, so which 2 Pokemon get Chestos? So not Pignite, don't forget, because it's holding the Charcoal, so we wanted to keep that item.
Okay.
It's these 3 that have variable hold items. They're literally the Orans that we just gave them.
Okay. I want Tympole to keep the Oran.
Okay.
So Sawk and Timburr can get the Chestos.
Okay. But notably, you still want me to remove the Oran from Tympole for now.
No.
And just have it... Okay, because you said you only wanted to use it in the gym, but you're keeping Tympole up top when fighting in the forest.
Yes, because I'm just trying to see this Pokemon evolve.
Right.
So I need it to stay alive.
Okay.
So it can evolve.
Okay.
Because if I don't like its evolution, I'm getting rid of it.
Okay. I did remind you last time you will have to wait till level 25 until this thing evolves.
You said 8 levels.
Yes.
But it's already gained...
No. That's from level 17. It needs 8 more to get to 25.
No, that was from 16.
It's not. It was from 17 because I said it right after I leveled up.
Well, I guess we'll be in this forest a while.
Okay. We are looking for Audino, Shaking Grass. That will help quite a bit. Damn. Alright, well, we run into a wild Tympole. Level 13. You have Tympole level 17.
Okay.
What will we do?
We will Bubble Beam.
Okay. It hits. Not very effective and does that much.
Oh, but this is just a water type.
Correct.
So if we use the Mud Slap on it...
Mud Shot, but yes.
Whatever.
We are confused, but you'd like to Mud Shot?
Yeah.
Makes sense to me. We are confused, and we get off the Mud Shot. Nice.
Whoa.
Crit. Damn, and lower its speed, too. It used Growl to lower our attack. But as we know, all of our moves that deal damage are special.
All right, Bubble Beam.
We are still confused, but we get off the Bubble Beam and finish off the Tympole. Nicely done, Amy.
Thanks.
Tympole faints, and our Tympole gained 118. One more of those should do
Decent.
it. For
Great.
the next level.
All right.
Nice.
Let's keep going. Wander around a bunch.
Yeah, like I said, I'm still looking for Shaking Grass. It'll make things easier, but obviously, as we just saw, fighting a wild Pokemon is not the end of the world. All right, well, we run into a wild Pidove.
Okay.
Level 12. Okay. Which means...
Bubble Beam.
Perfect. Does 3/4 or 2/3. It used Growl, Irrelevant, Bubble Beam, or Round.
Do you think Round will do it?
I don't actually know. Again, they're all special attacks. Bubble Beam obviously being Stab, so I'm not really sure.
Let's try Round. We'll see.
It hits. Wow. It does in fact work.
Wow.
Pidove faints. 91, and you are now level 18.
Okay. All right.
49 HP, 27 attack, 22 defense, 24 special attack, 20 special defense, and 32 speed. It's actually kind of ironic that your attack stat is higher than your special attack, but you have no physical attack moves.
Yeah.
Very strange. But anyway, you're level 18. Very nice. Let's keep running around here. Looking for the Shaking Grass.
Is there more grass, like, over closer to the stairs?
Yes, and
over
obviously
by the
there's more grass up the stairs as well. But
Yeah.
there's another Pidove, level 13 this time instead of 12. More Bubble Beams.
More Bubble Beams.
Okay. Quick Attack, though, does 7 damage to us. Bubble Beam does 3/4.
So good. Let's do Round.
You got it. Round hits. And finishes off the Pidove again.
Great.
99 experience.
Ooh.
Nice.
Okay. Maybe we don't need the Audinos. She said, hoping that we would get an Audino.
Maybe we don't even need them, she said very loudly and suggestively.
We don't even like those Audinos. They couldn't even prove to us that they were worth it if they tried.
Level 12 Tympole. We obviously have our Tympole.
Bubble Beam. It'll just kill it, I assume. But...
No way. It's not very effective.
Oh, because it's a Tympole.
Yep.
And we're fighting a Tympole.
Yeah. We avoided Supersonic.
Yeah.
We had used Mudshot against this thing last time. All right. I will try to remember our strategies for each Pokemon so that even if I don't get a chance to ask, I can just kind of implement.
Yeah, I'm just kind of forgetting what Pokemon we're even using because I'm just waiting for it to evolve.
No worries whatsoever. Bubble Beam does finish it off. Tympole faints. And you gain 94. Checking the grass. No. Coming up here. I see no shaking up here. Huh.
I have a feeling that because we've already kind of been through this area, it's not really going to do as much shaking anymore.
I do not believe that is how it works.
Okay. Let's go in the dark grass.
Okay. Oh, I think some of that grass was shaking, actually. It's a Sawk again. Ooh. Level 17. It was so difficult catching the 15 last time.
Bubble Beam.
Oh my goodness. Bide. Uh-oh. Okay, well, we can do what we did last time.
Yes, we can.
Sawk is storing energy, so we supersonic. Okay. Bubble Beam, Mud Shot, or Round?
Mud Shot?
Okay. So he tries to unleash energy and fails, hurting himself in the process.
Nice.
Mud Shot hits. Okay, does very little. Bubble Beam did much more.
All right.
And Sawk's speed falls.
Bubble Beam.
Which hits. Does that much. He's still confused.
That's nice.
Hurts himself again.
Ooh.
Oh. Okay.
Oh, God. Maybe we should catch this one instead.
Do you want to try it?
No.
Okay, I didn't think so.
It's going to take us all fucking day.
Yep.
Mud Shot.
And we talked about this. A level 17 that you trained up from level 15 is better than a wild 17 because you get EVs from the fights.
That's true.
524 experience.
Ooh.
It was a very high-level Sawk, so that makes perfect sense. Okay, a couple more steps, and we find a Sawk and a Tympole.
Okay.
And we have a Sawk and a Tympole.
Twinning!
Oh, God. All right.
Oh, that's fantastic. I love that. Oh, I love that. All right, let's do the Mud Shot against the Tympole.
Leer, Bide, Focus Energy, or Double Kick?
I guess we do the double kick against the Sawk.
Okay. Fighting is neutral against fighting, so this will work.
It's a pretty damn good move.
Yeah. It does exactly half, it
Wow.
seems. Maybe even a little more. Mudshot hits as well. Both of our Pokemon are faster than theirs. That's
Wow.
how much Mudshot did, but it does lower speed. Sawk uses the exact same thing on us that we did on them. Hit twice. Bubble Beam from Tympole on Tympole, so that's good for us. Not very effective. Same thing.
Yeah, let's do it again. It worked well.
So Mud Shot and Double Kick, which means Double Kick gets off first, and that should be one fainted Sawk.
Yes!
Wild Sawk faints. Tympole 178 and is level 19.
Okay. I like it.
Right? Good pluses. 51 HP, 28 attack, 23 defense, 26 special attack, 22 special defense, and 34 speed.
Okay. I still care a little bit about the pluses for that Tympole because there's a chance we might keep it. So
Okay. And Sawk obviously gained that experience as well.
Good.
Bubble Beam on Sawk. Ooh, critical hit puts you to 8. But,
Gouchy McGouchy.
I mean, you know both of your Pokemon are faster, so...
Mud Shot.
You got it. And...
Double kick is fine.
Yeah, I guess it's the only damage dealing move you have, because you're not biting while you're at 8. The double kick kills in one hit. Tympole faints. 61 and 77.
Oh, that's interesting. That they gain different amounts.
We've talked about this all playthrough. I thought it was the Pokemon up top, but Sawk just gained more, so I have genuinely no idea.
It's just certain Pokemon, because they made it seem like it was just Audino, but it wasn't. Like, there were other Pokemon that happened to.
Yeah, no, like I said, we've been talking about that since the beginning, even when we, switched out Tepig into Lillipup, or Lillipup into Tepig. Mm-hmm. Lillipup would gain more, but that's why I thought it was whichever the first Pokemon that came out was.
But I think it's just, I think it's just certain Pokemon.
People may have let us know that in the comments already. Unfortunately, as we film these ahead of time, there's no way for us to read that until after, but it'll be something for us to learn in the future.
Yeah.
So what will we do against this Pidove?
Leave it in the comments, just in case.
Please.
Bubble Beam.
It hits. Ooh, 3/4. Growl lowers our attack. What will we do to finish this thing off?
Round.
You got it. Round does, in fact, finish off the Pidove. You gain 80 experience.
Nice.
Maybe, yeah, we're in this general area. Let's go up to the nurse. I'm not loving Sawk's HP right now.
Sure.
And so just in case we want to go back into the dark grass, the bluegrass, as Amy calls it, which I like a lot. I think that's really funny.
It's weird. Since we moved, we have green grass and we have some bluegrass as well.
Yes.
In our yard, if you can call it that.
Yeah, for folks who have not been watching our streams, typically streamed over on Geek for All, we did move recently into a new house, which I believe this is the first, like, these episodes of this series are the first Pokemon, like, non-Coliseum, I guess, episodes that have been filmed in this new locale.
Yes.
So, that's fun.
Which is kind of why it took us so long to get to the point of being able to do so, but...
Well, sort of, but I mean, obviously we were waiting for the end of the prior series. There's the Shaking Grass. We got there.
Yes.
Audino. Level 15. Very nice.
Okay.
Very nice. What will we do?
What will we do? Bubble Beam.
Yeah, I was going to say Bubble Beam will be your strongest because it's stab.
Right.
It did not do a lot, but we know this is going to take a lot. That's how Audino works.
Yep.
You could Supersonic it if you want it to do some incidental damage to itself. It doesn't have a high attack stat, so it's not going to, like, massively help, but...
It also doesn't do a lot to us attack-wise.
Correct.
But I think that would help since we are going to be sitting here fighting it for a while.
Yeah, and...
So we'll try it.
Right, and Supersonic doesn't discriminate between attacking moves and non-attacking moves.
Okay.
So if it tries to use Helping Hand foolishly, it will still take the damage. All of these Supersonics have missed. All of them. That does 4. That does a crit. Helping Hand fails. Supersonic fails.
Let's just hit it then.
Okay. Well, it worked that time. Okay. It became confused.
Bubble Beam.
But yeah, so anytime it tries to do anything, it has to break through confusion, even if it's Refresh that will do nothing, or Supersonic, or Helping Hand, or whatever, so it hurts itself.
Right. Okay.
Bubble Beam hits. Okay, puts it to the low yellow. Hurts itself again. Now what?
Round.
Snapped out of confusion, Helping Hand fails, round hits. A lot of things happening in this fight. But Audino goes down. And you gain 922.
Woo!
And are level 20.
Okay. Now, what level did you say it needed to grow to?
25.
Okay, almost there.
Yes. So
this is going faster than I thought it would, I have to say.
I agree. 54 HP, 30 attack, 24 defense, 27 special attack, 23 special defense, 35 speed, and Tympole wants to learn Aqua Ring.
Oh, the birth control. Okay.
I knew. I was like, come on. The Nuva Ring joke is coming, folks. That's what... All right, here it is. So do you remember what Aqua Ring does?
No.
Okay. So the user envelops itself in a veil made of water, and it regains some HP every turn.
Ooh.
So at the end of every turn, it will regain some health from the Aqua Ring that's around it. It's similar to a grass-type Pokemon that does Ingrain, that like sticks its roots in the ground. It like draws...
Okay, so it uses the move one time.
Correct.
And then it continues to gain HP turns later when it's not using Aqua Ring.
Correct.
Ooh, that's good. Oh, I like that.
Yeah, so if you know it's going to be like kind of a bigger or longer fight, you set up an Aqua Ring turn 1, and then every other turn after that you can attack while gaining little bits of HP back.
Love that.
Around the every other turn.
Love that.
Question is, what are you getting rid of?
I don't know. Ooh. Okay, maybe that's a good thing to switch out Supersonic for. Because it's kind of similar to what we just did with Supersonic.
Okay, because it's like a delaying tactic for moves like Bide and things like that?
Yeah.
Okay, sure, we can do that. Oh, and Supersonic has 55 accuracy, that's why all those missed.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. Well, you learned Aqua Ring.
Okay. Love that.
And you're like a quarter of the way to level 21 already. All right, Audino, where are you? Come on, shaking grass. Come on over here. Oh, there it is. We got another one.
Yay.
Perfect. Audino again. Level 15 again. Okay.
All right.
Here's Tympole.
Aqua Ring.
You got it. That is what Aqua Ring looks like.
Very pretty.
Surrounded itself with a veil of water. Audino used Refresh, but it failed, and we regain 3 HP at the end of the turn.
Okay, let's use Bubble Beam.
You got it. We'll just keep spamming that for a while?
Yeah.
You got it. That was a fair amount of damage. Attract means that we are now kind of enthralled by this thing, but we will keep trying.
I don't love that.
We are in love, but we still hit Bubble Beam. Good, it's in the yellow. Double Slap.
Okay.
Shit. That crit did 10 damage. Good lord. So it does 2 damage, otherwise it does 10 on a crit?
That's
Jesus
crazy.
Christ. Alright, so we do Bubble Beam. Very nice. Ooh, to the red. Double Slap again? Get out of here.
It's fine. We'll still kill this thing.
Well, we just ate that Oran Berry.
Oh, shoot.
And we were hit twice. Now Aqua Ring heals us. We'll try to get off another Bubble Beam. Helping Hand fails. And we're immobilized by love. But we heal up. Helping Hand fails. We're in love, but we get off the Bubble Beam. Yes! And that is a fainted Audino. Which means 872.
Woo!
Brings us to level 21.
Love that.
Okay. Weird pluses.
Don't love it.
56 HP, 31 attack, 25 defense, 27 special attack, 23 special defense, and 37 speed.
Okay.
This is a fast Tympole, man.
No wonder we need Aqua Ring. We only have 5 HP.
Amazing. Okay. Let's heal up for my own sake, but first we run into a wild Pidove.
Okay.
It's fine, level 13.
Now, is the Aqua Ring still going to be working for this, or we have to do it again?
You have to do it every new fight.
Okay, so let's start with that.
But, okay.
Oh, wait, no, because we can kill this thing in 2 turns.
Yes, and I mean, I guess it doesn't matter if you waste the power points, but like, you're 2 steps away from the nurse, which is going to heal you back to full anyway.
So Bubble Beam, actually it's a level 13, so we might just kill it here.
Possibly, especially because we're 21. Yeah, good point. 8 levels higher. Yep, it's dead. Pidove faints, 83 experience. And the nurse.
Hi, nurse. Thank you.
Thank you. We grew up with Animaniacs, so it's hello, nurse.
You grew up with that show. I did not.
Really?
I watched it very minimally.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah, I wasn't really allowed to watch that show.
Fair enough.
Still.
Fair enough. All right. Well, mudshot on this thing. That's right. Keep going.
That was it.
Okay.
Yeah, that and many other shows I wasn't supposed to watch.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I was restricted from watching The Simpsons for a while when I was younger.
Yeah, I wasn't supposed to watch The Simpsons. I wasn't supposed to watch Animaniacs. I wasn't supposed to watch all that.
Ooh, wow. Okay.
I did though, like a lot.
Like because like after your parents went to bed or whatever. Like how did you sneak it?
Well, my mom didn't watch us.
Gotcha. We've established that. That's fair.
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, we kind of got away with watching a lot of stuff that we weren't supposed to be watching because... Okay. But there were things that we just didn't really watch that we weren't supposed to watch, and things that we, had more exposure to.
Sure.
We were allowed to watch other things on the same network as all that.
Gotcha.
So we watched all that when it came on.
Sure.
And then, but we weren't watching The Simpsons. That was a completely different channel.
Gotcha. Oh, like even at a point when you would have been permitted to, maybe? Or just you mean when you were kind of defying and watching what you wanted regardless? You didn't watch The Simpsons still?
No, it was on a different channel.
Right.
So it wasn't like... my point is we were on the channel that all that was on. That was Nickelodeon, I believe.
Sure, yes.
So we were watching Nickelodeon, and then all that would come on, and we would just keep watching Nickelodeon, and if we got to watch all that, we got to watch all that. You know what I mean?
Okay, so it wasn't purposeful. You weren't like, ooh, cool, we get to watch this thing we're not supposed to watch.
Oh, no, we were.
Okay.
But...
Good.
But, it was like, all right, let's see if we can get away with that because it's still on Nickelodeon.
Gotcha.
But we weren't going to seek out whatever channel The Simpsons was on.
Yeah. All right. Do we want to Aqua Ring before we fight this thing? All right. Sorry, I used one Bubble Beam, but... Focus Energy. Okay. So we heal up to 53... It used one Leer on us, so that's something I can be aware of, but otherwise I'm just going to throw Bubble Beams at it. Leer again. All right, I think this Bubble Beam might do it. I think we're okay here. Go back to full health. And...
Very nice.
Come on, baby. Yeah!
All right.
Critical hit, too. I don't think we needed it. But Sawk faints, 345. That's nice. Nice amount of XP there.
Yeah, we also were not allowed to watch Ren and Stimpy.
That one was a pretty racy show at times, for sure.
We were not allowed to watch Rocko's Modern Life.
Yeah, another one. Yeah.
We did watch that one sometimes.
Did you?
Yeah. Cow and Chicken we were also supposed to not watch, if I recall.
Wow, on Cartoon Network. Okay.
But we... And that one wasn't, like, one of the ones that we really liked. So we would watch it on occasion, but it wasn't, like, when we sought out either.
Okay.
But Cartoon Network was, like, a big one for us that we would always watch.
Sure.
And then that kind of turned into Cartoon Network and then also Boomerang.
Gotcha.
And a lot of the stuff that we watched was the Boomerang stuff.
I was going to say, I know were big into Boomerang.
Yeah, the Hanna-Barbera stuff, Scooby-Doo, things like that they eventually moved over to Boomerang because it was, like, old.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then the newer stuff was the stuff they focused on Cartoon Network, which... we didn't watch as much at that point.
I barely ever watched Boomerang, so that's where you and I differed. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I watched a fair amount of TV. Like, shout outs to my parents. They worked a lot in like the afternoons, right? Mm-hmm. I mean, like they worked during the day, I should say. So, starting in like middle school, which I guess for us in the U.S., for folks who are outside of the country, that's like 5th grade through 8th grade. We were, I guess it was like 6th or 7th grade was when I started being able to come home and be home alone, after school was over, and kind of just, had a key to the house, let myself in after I got off the bus, locked the door, and then just was home. Maybe I was supposed to be doing homework. I don't think it was that strict. Like I was a pretty good student, so that wasn't, as big of a concern for me, but, I would just come home and just watch TV for whatever happened to be on and stuff like that. So that wasn't ever really a concern. And we didn't have like channels back then that would have been questionable channels in and of themselves.
Sure.
Where it would have had questionable content that my parents would have been concerned about. So, and the internet was not as prevalent back when we were in middle school. It was still a thing, but it would take a lot for you to find stuff and get into stuff that you weren't supposed to be getting into.
See,
shit.
I saw it.
I couldn't get it though. We ran into this
yeah,
first. Damn it.
Okay. We had some questionable channels that we just, as we got older, we started to be able to find them, I think.
Okay.
And they started to be easier to access because that's when we, like, got a smart TV.
Okay, well, yeah, then you were much older, yeah.
I wasn't, really.
Really?
We got a smart TV very soon. We got a smart TV fairly early on.
Here's your level.
In the life of smart TVs.
Okay. Here's your level 22 stats. 58, 32, 26, 28, 24, and 38.
Okay.
Wow. Okay. Anyway.
Yeah, because it was one of the, like, gadgets that my dad wanted to have, I guess.
Yeah.
Because my dad likes electronics and stuff. So,
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, in fact, I think if I remember correctly, your dad helped me out when my old CRT, like, crapped out on me because the cable connector in the back was, like, loose on the inside. And it was basically, he, like, looked at it and was like, yeah, I can't really do much for you here. Yeah. And I was like, all right, cool.
Yeah, he can fix TVs and stuff like that. Yeah. He used to. But, once they started making TVs a lot more breakable and a lot less fixable, if you know what I mean.
Sure, yeah.
Because they were hoping that people would throw them out instead of fixing them.
Yep.
He stopped being able to do that because it stopped being able to be a thing that people could do.
Yeah. But yeah, we had one TV in our household. That was kind of something that that a lot of people our age would be surprised to hear, especially because my parents did okay. And so you would think that for that type of a household, you would find more than one TV in the house. Mm-hmm. We never had more than one TV. We had a TV and we had a radio up in the kitchen.
Yeah, see, strikingly different. My parents did not do okay. But we had 3 TVs.
Yeah.
And thank God for it. So we had the living room TV, we had the TV in my parents' bedroom that my mom would always watch, and then we had the TV in the basement, which was like the playroom. But we mostly didn't watch TV down there. We mostly because it was the playroom, we mostly played down there.
Sure,
so, when we played Barbies and things like that, that was what we used the basement for mainly.
Sure. Yeah, I would I don't know, I guess it wasn't really until I was in, high school where I started, sorting magic cards while watching TV downstairs, you know? But, yeah, that's not new for me today in liking to sort magic cards. That was always there.
Yeah.
But yeah, so when I would come home from school, I would sit downstairs and watch TV for a few hours until my parents would get home. Then my mom would, and that was only a couple of days a week. My mom only worked or didn't work Mondays and Tuesdays. Most of my middle school and high school years. So she would be home Monday, Tuesday when I would, still probably watch some TV. Oh. Yes! Got there. I would still watch some TV, but probably not as much because she was aware that I would be, just down there for hours on end.
Right.
So I would probably have to do some work or spend time with her, which, was not a punishment. Because I didn't mind spending time with my mom, but
I did.
Yes.
It's okay. My mom didn't seek out spending time with us ever.
Yeah. Oh, God. Stop it. Oh, my God. Well, it's a good thing I set up that aqua ring. Okay. We'll get some HP back as you fiddle around with whatever the hell else you're going to be doing, but take some bubble beams, I suppose. Not bad. Refresh. Yeah, that's what I like to see. Back to the green. Okay. Yeah, and then, as I got older, screw Attract.
Yeah, I really hate it.
I would, come home from school and, order in food and stuff because, I was home alone and I felt like it, or
you were a teenage boy, so you were starving all the time.
All the time. And then, I don't know, I mean, like, I would hang out with people, because in junior and senior year of high school, which are the last 2 years of high school, again, for folks who don't have the same, like, style of schooling that we do here, the last 2 years of high school, which are 11th and 12th grade, I had a car. So I would hang out after school. Wow, that was a lot of experience.
Yeah.
I would hang out after school and, you know, then, like, drive people home or drive around or whatever.
Hang out with me.
Yes, and especially in senior year. But, no, junior year as well, right? When we would do the plays and stuff. Yeah. Because for folks who have not heard this story, Amy and I met doing musical theater in high school. Many years ago.
Yeah.
Because, you know, I mean, I know we're both just, you know, pillars of youthfulness, but we have, it's been a little bit since we've been in high school.
We old.
I'm, like, not even aware, like, I'll be like, oh yeah, that thing that happened in college, oh my god, that was how many years ago? Like yeah. Like, oh,
Yeah.
what? High school was, you know, 5 years ago. No big deal. It's like,
Yeah,
no.
15, try.
Yeah, exactly. More over 15. So, yeah, that was, those are rude awakenings on occasion. All right, I'm going back to the nurse after we finish with this. Tympole and any other losers that get in our way, but...
Oh, shit.
Yeah, you heard me.
Those losers better not get in our way.
Oh, round hits, huh? Okay. We're still alive. Why did Mudshot miss? Oh my god, stop missing! How did it miss twice in a row? Growl only lowers attack. Get out of here. Not accuracy. Thank you. Good lord. Critical hit. Yeah, I mean, thanks. 75. All right, one more of those and we level up again to 23 out of the 25 that we need. Yes, we made it to the nurse. Thank you. But yeah, and then you and I would hang out when I was driving around. I mean, I still took the bus even in high school for the first 2 years where, yes, I would listen to my cassette tape Walkman.
At least I had a CD Walkman.
Yeah, hey, I eventually got a CD Walkman, but yeah, for a while it was just the cassette tape, and it was, you know, I rocked that Backstreet Boys tape. It's all I had, so I listened to it over and over every day. But once I got my CD Walkman was when I was able to start listening to System of a Down and other, like, bands that I started.
That were actually good.
Wow, you liked the Backstreet Boys.
I did. I liked all the
boy bands.
I also liked the girl bands. I was a big fan of Destiny's Child.
And Spice Girls, of course.
And Spice Girls. I mean, like, crazy.
Before we continue on, here are your pluses for level 23. 61, 34, 27, 30, 25, and 40.
Great.
And Tympole wants to learn Uproar.
Oh.
But Tympole already knows 4 moves. You want to forget a move to learn Uproar? Uproar is 90 power,
Wow.
100 accuracy, and a special move. The user attacks in an uproar for 3 turns, and over that time, no one can fall asleep. So basically, if you use Uproar, you cannot do anything else for the next 2 turns after that as well, because you will be using Uproar for those 3 turns.
Right.
But it's 90 power and a special attack.
I never knew Uproar was 90 power, because I just never really thought it was that good.
Yeah, that's fair. Well, because it's used by, like, crappy little Whismers and whatever, so...
Okay, maybe that's the deal. Or maybe they gave it a higher power in this generation than it used to have.
Also possible. I'm imagining folks writing that in the comments right now, so please feel free to do so. You are always welcome to let it... I love when folks let us in on that stuff, because it's not necessarily something that's on my radar, so...
All right, let's look at what we have right now.
I mean, basically, it would probably replace Round.
Yeah, let's do that.
And Round is 60 power, 100 accuracy, so...
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, 1, 2, and ta-da! You forgot how to use round and learned uproar. Okay, 2 more levels. So anyway, I'm sorry. We interrupted your discussion of your boy bands and girl bands.
I didn't have anything else to say about them, honestly.
Yeah.
But yeah, Backstreet Boys and NSYNC, but my favorite was 98 Degrees.
Yeah.
You know, because I had to be different, you know.
Well, and so for folks who are unaware and couldn't tell just based on, you know, who I am and how I am as a person, I'm an only child. And so music, I think we've talked about this before. Music was not something that, like, that I kind of had my own identity with for a long time. Like, when I was in high school, I started listening to some music that, like, other people thought was cool, and so I listened to it because they thought it was cool. But, like, anytime I listened to music, literally anytime, it was when I was with my parents in the car on my way to my grandparents' house, and it would be the oldies station.
Yeah.
So, like...
Well, so where we lived...
Yes.
The only station that came in on the radio was the oldies station.
Yeah.
That was all there was. Now
it's Audino again. That was pure luck, man. Okay, sorry, go on.
Now, I thought this was at my house.
Yeah.
Because I lived on a mountain in the woods.
Yeah.
He did not. He lived in town.
Yeah.
But it didn't matter. Because even in town, it was only the oldies station.
Yeah.
That changed after some years, but...
Yeah, they finally figured it out that, you know, people in the area were kind of an untapped market, and so they could, you know, get in there and try to push those ads and stations and stuff.
Yeah, because people didn't necessarily want to listen to oldies. I like oldies.
I never disliked them. It was just that, like, that was not something that people were sitting around talking about in high school.
Sure,
you know?
sure.
They were talking about their favorite bands and concerts and stuff that they went to.
Right.
Although, again, bit of Joe trivia that some people have heard before, others may have not. I have been to 2, 3 concerts in, like, my whole life.
Mm.
And my first ever concert, again, only child, was with my parents in Vegas, I think, where we saw Cher and the opening act was Cyndi Lauper. Which, I mean, I'm not going to complain. What a fantastic show it was.
Yeah.
But when you ask a straight 17-year-old guy what concerts he's been to, and he says Cher and Cyndi Lauper,
you're gonna think something.
Yeah. And again, that's just Audino again. God
you're
damn.
Gonna think, did you go with your, like, way older than you boyfriend? But no, he just went with his old parents.
That was me. Again, I should say, the show was fantastic.
Yeah. Of course. Of course. I mean, the two of them are fantastic.
Yes. Yes. And they really were. It was very good.
Yeah. There are definitely some concerts that I wish I could have gone to when I still felt strongly about, like, how good those singers were back then. And
sure.
Like, nowadays I feel like I couldn't still go see those people because it probably, like, just wouldn't be as good, to be honest.
Yeah.
So there were a lot of concerts I would have loved to have gone to that I didn't get to go to. But, you know, I didn't see a lot of concerts either. I've only been to a couple.
Yeah.
But when I was in high school, I mean, a lot of my friends were in bands.
Yes.
So I went to a lot of concerts that they were in. So, you know, not professional concerts, but, like, concerts that local bands were part of.
Right.
Were the concerts that I have been to a zillion times over, you know?
Yeah. And they were fine, if I recall correctly. Like,
they weren't good. They weren't bad, but the experience is vastly different than what most people think the experience is for regular concerts.
Sure.
You know?
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, my friends were in bands, and they were in rock bands. So it was like, okay, there's always a mosh pit. You know, everybody is in the mosh pit. They're hurting you. They smell bad. You know, you're confined to this small space because it was whatever they could afford to rent.
Yeah.
You know, or it was like,
or whoever would be willing to take a chance on them to like
right, or
realize that they would bring in like 5 people and that would be okay for their bottom line.
Right, right. Like, okay, whatever, like, local place had, like, an open mic, whatever, or something, you know. So it was never, like, a great experience, but I experienced it often.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that became something I was used to.
Yes! Oh my god. Catching all these Audinos. Sorry. Just very pleased. All right.
Okay, and we're at 24, so
Correct.
Hopefully after this, or
this
maybe one
more.
more.
Yeah, this one won't do it, especially because it's level 13. We're getting to the point where these bubble beams are doing half to level 12s. So, yeah, this won't do it to get us up there. But 1 or 2 more after this should be fine. Yeah, it eats its berry. But yeah, and then, I mean, you know, we've tried to go to other concerts, but pandemics happened and things like that, where some of our tickets had to be refunded, which, I mean, and I'm not even necessarily gonna shout out any bands, but I will say that any situations that we had where tickets were purchased and then a global pandemic happened, I was fully satisfied with our kind of customer service situation following that in every respect.
Right.
So.
Yeah, I mean, there was one that we missed because there was just a lot of things that happened that day in our way.
Yep. Yeah, I don't know what it was.
We were super late, and then we were on our way there, and then we realized we left without the tickets anyway.
And the people that we were supposed to be going with had kind of flaked on us at like the last minute, but we had paid for the tickets, so we were left holding the bag. So we called like anyone that we knew that like would have been anywhere near that area to like ask them if they wanted to come with us. And then after, like, somebody else said that they would, and then they ran into problems at work, so they canceled at the last minute as well. Like,
right. It was all of these things, all for the same concert.
Yeah.
So it was kind of like fate was keeping us from seeing this concert. Like, we just shouldn't have been there.
Yeah. Yeah, because like you said, then we still were like, all right, fine, well, let's just go to the concert anyway. And we drove there, and halfway there, we realized we had forgotten the tickets.
Yeah.
And it was like, okay, well, that's the last straw. Because we'd been fighting all day to try to, like, get people on the phone to come with us. We had finally gotten somebody. Then they called us back to say they couldn't make it. So, yeah, we took it as a sign. We came back home. We lost out on all of that money for all 4 of those tickets, which sucked a lot.
But we learned a valuable lesson, which was always buy ticket insurance.
Every single time. And I'm not even necessarily going to get into, like, Ticketmaster stuff, because in that particular instance, I wouldn't put it on Ticketmaster. Is Ticketmaster great? Hell no. But in that instance, it really wasn't Ticketmaster's fault.
Right.
We were the ones at the literal last minute who couldn't go and hadn't bought insurance. And so, yeah, that sucked a lot. But like Amy said,
because at that point we were so late leaving, we didn't even have time to come back and get the tickets.
No, because we were halfway there. I got it. Yeah, thank you.
And like, it wasn't even the kind of thing where we could like go on our phone and say like, here's the receipt, like you'll let us in anyway, right?
Nope.
It specifically said make sure you have your tickets, otherwise you're not getting in.
Yeah.
And we realized it too late, and we were just like, fuck everything now.
And
this isn't happening.
Yeah, and it literally was the kind of thing where we knew that we had left the envelope right on the table. As soon as we got back, we saw it there. Like, by the way, level 25.
Yes!
So, 66 HP, 37 attack, 29 defense, 32 special attack, 27 special defense, and 43 speed. So now, you get to see what Tympole looks like evolved. What? Tympole is evolving. I'm very curious.
Still
to
the
see what
same
you have to say.
music, which I love.
Yeah.
I don't love this animation quite as much, but I do love the, like, shining light behind it. Oh.
Your Tympole evolved into Palpitoad.
This is definitely less frog-like than I thought it would look.
Okay.
I don't love it.
Okay.
Don't lie.
So here is your Palpitoad, which is now, as you surmised, water ground type.
Okay.
It has 78 HP, 44 attack, 37 defense, 39 special attack, 35 special defense, and 46 speed.
Okay.
And yeah.
It's got some decent moves, though.
Yeah.
And now that Mudshot's gonna be stab.
Yes. Yeah, I mean...
Its stats are really only fine, though, or maybe even bad. Because these are still pretty low stats for it to be level 25. Because I feel like our other Pokemon stats are similar. And they're way lower levels. Sawk, not really. I mean,
Sawk
30
has-
and 31 and 45.
I was going to say, Sawk has 45 attack, which is insane. But 46 attack, but you have an increased attack nature.
Yeah.
So that makes sense.
But you're still in the 20s for the rest of them. I mean, like, it's not
Yeah.
drastically different.
Yeah, Pansage is all 20s, besides the HP, of course. And Audino is 40, 35, 29. I mean, it's around.
All right. Yeah, I mean, I feel like the stats are, like I said, pretty similar to that of the rest of my team, although its level is super high compared to the rest of my team now.
Right, yeah. Okay.
So, I mean, I think I leave it on the team for now, but
Okay.
I don't know if it stays there.
Well, so then the question is, I mean, are we staying in the...
We're out of here.
Okay.
So we're taking Palpitoad and sticking it in the bottom.
Okay, and who's coming up top?
Pignite, Sawk, and Timber.
Whoops, sorry.
And those are going to be our normal gym MVPs, hopefully.
That makes sense. All right, so then let us get out of here as best as we can so that we can go take on the normal type gym.
Nice.
Okay, we did it.
Okay.
Well, we can get into the gym and try some things out. In fact, I mean, Palpitoad's literally the only one that took any damage, and it's still at full health. So,
Yeah, so
you ready to
we're
just
good.
go to the gym? And you want Pignite up top?
Yes.
Okay. So here we are.
That's the one we know we're keeping.
Yes. So here we are at the museum. And then we go to the back of the museum to the gym. And if you remember, this guy said that we have to read books, but first we have a battle. I hang around Nacrene Gym all the time. People call me a bookworm. I'll warn you now, I am strong because I spend the entire day either reading books or training Pokemon.
Ah.
The entire day. Amy.
Oh, wow.
It's School Kid Carter
Okay.
with one Pokemon, Patrat. It's a normal type, level 17. You have Pignite, level 17.
Okay. Let's use Arm
I was
Thrust.
going to say, you have a thing for this.
I do.
Arm Thrust hits. 1, 2, 3 times.
Beautiful.
Down in 1, arguably. Hit 3 times. Patrat faints. Pignite gains 260. And you beat School Kid Carter. I may be a bookworm, but I'm not a bug Pokemon. We got $340 for winning.
That's cute.
That is cute. My first recommendation is a book called Nice to Meet You, Pokemon. The bookshelves for children's books are close to the entrance.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, so we should be able to check these books. So here's how this works. you can see the bookcases, and you can see the yellow books kind of standing out compared to the other ones.
Yeah.
So do you want to try the left bookshelf or the right bookshelf?
Left.
This is the bookshelf for children's books. Nice to meet you, Pokémon. Do you want to read this book?
Yes.
It's a fairy tale about a little boy who met a Pokémon for the first time in his life.
Cute.
He is with a small brown Pokémon. There's a memo between the pages. Pokémon trainers, I am the gym leader, Lenora. I hid 4 memos in this library. Each of them has a question. Can you solve the questions and come find me? Now, this is the first question. What is the first Pokémon you met in this gym?
Oh, shit. I wasn't paying attention.
The hint is on a bookshelf in the middle row.
Oh.
Now try to find it. Okay, so do we want to try the left bookshelf or talk to this girl on the right?
Talk to the girl.
Hello, trainer. You found a memo already and you're looking for a book about Pokemon? Teehee. In fact, I'm also reading a book about Pokemon. It's about Tepig. I wonder if the first Pokemon you met in this gym was Tepig?
No.
Teehee. Okay. What was the Pokemon you battled at the entrance of the gym? There's a hint on the bookshelf to the left. This is the bookshelf for Pokémon, the biology of Patrat. Do you want to read this book?
Yes.
It describes the biology of Patrat. They communicate with each other by movement of their tails. A Patrat raises its tail when it sees an enemy. There's a memo on the back cover. As I thought, that question was easy. Well, this is the second question. Flame burns inside its body, and it gives off smoke from its head while it runs. What is this book? The hint is somebody may be reading it.
So it's Tepig? Because I don't remember that.
Okay.
The smoke comes out of its head?
Yeah. You found the second memo and you're looking for a book? What does the memo say? Flame burns inside its body and it gives off smoke from its head while it runs. I'm reading a book about Tepig, but is this book the correct answer?
Yeah.
Teehee, what a pity. This book about Tepig says it gives off flame from its nostrils. When it's not well, it can give off only smoke. That's slightly different from it gives off smoke from its head while it runs. The answer to this memo may not be a living thing. Teehee.
Oh.
So, here's someone reading a book.
Okay.
I see. Oh, did you find the memo and come here to look for this book? What does the memo say? Flame burns inside its body and it gives off smoke from its head while it runs. I'm reading a book called The Structure of a Locomotive.
Oh, sick.
Is this book the correct answer?
Yeah.
Oh, that is correct. Flame burns inside its body and it gives off smoke from its head while it runs. That's exactly how a locomotive looks. Well, I'll let you read this book. But, before that, it would be great for my research if we had a Pokémon battle.
Sounds great to me. This is fun.
Right?
I love this.
Good. I'm really glad to hear
These
it.
are my kind of puzzles.
Scientist Satomi with Herdier.
Oh. It's a terrier.
And it's what Lillipup evolves into. Tackle, Tail Whip, Flame Charge, Arm Thrust. We're both level 17 again, by the way.
Arm thrust.
Satomi used an X Defend on Herdier.
That's a good idea.
Its defense rises. Arm Thrust hits 1, 2, only twice. It is super effective, but that X Defend did quite a lot of work. What will we do now?
Arm thrust.
I like it. Tackle. It is faster than us and does a lot of damage. 1, 2, 3. Crit. Finishes it off. Super effective. Hit 3 times and Herdier faints. Pignet gained 664 and is level 18. There are your pluses.
Wow.
You have 65 HP, 48 attack, 27 defense, 29 special attack, 28 special defense, and 27 speed. And you are over halfway to level 19 as well. I've never known anyone so powerful. My head is empty compared to yours.
Wow, that's fucked up.
$816 for winning. Return a book to a shelf after reading. This is a rule when you read a book.
Well, why is there a pile of books there then?
I know, because somebody wasn't doing that, and she's trying to make sure that they do. This is the bookshelf for general studies. The structure of a locomotive. Do you want to read this book?
Yes.
This is a book about a locomotive. Flame burns inside its body, and it gives off smoke from its head while it runs by using steam power. There's a memo on the back cover. It's impressive you found this place. That's what I'd expect from a challenger like you. Well, this is the third question. If you heat it up in a pot, it'll be delicious. What is it?
A pot sticker.
The hint is on a bookshelf closer to the entrance than here.
Okay.
So we know that Tepig is here. We know that Patrat is here.
Right. So
and we know that it's got to be closer to the entrance, so it can't be there.
Right. So it's the one we didn't read earlier.
That's right. And it is children's books, Sweets for Pokémon. Do you want to read this book?
Yes.
It describes delicious sweets made by heating berries in a pot.
Okay.
There are sweets called poffins made from berries in the faraway Sinnoh region, and Pokémon love them. There's a memo on the cover. Did you manage to get here without being tricked by the questions? Now, this is the last question. From this bookshelf, move 2 backward.
Okay.
1 to the left. Move 2 forward. Move 1 to the right. And move 1 backward.
So we just need to move back 1.
Yeah. Yep.
Because it literally had us do a thing and then undo that thing. Mm-hmm. Okay. So just move back 1.
Now, where is it? The hint is, find it by yourself.
Okay.
So, if we have to move back 1, that would be here.
Oh, okay.
Because this is the back of the room, and this is the front of the room.
I thought it was like behind us, so I was like, oh, it's like on the desk.
Nope.
Okay.
Not an option. So yeah, you go back 1. So the only shelf you didn't use was this one, which makes sense because there's literally no stepladder or book there.
Right.
So it's just this girl now. I'm wondering, did you see the last memo and come to see me? Okay, I'll give you the last question. Can you challenge the gym leader if you win against me?
Sure.
Tee, that's correct. Well, here we go, trainer. Okay, Amy. It's you and Pignite versus the world. School kid Lydia with 3 Pokemon starts with Lillipup.
Okay.
Level 15. You've got Pignite level 18.
Great. All right. Arm thrust.
I like it. Arm thrust hits. 1. Oh, God. Okay. 2, 3. Thank God it hit 3 times. Could you imagine if it lived on like 1 health? How annoying would that be? Super effective. Hit 3 times. Lillipup faints. You gain 207. And she's going to send in Lillipup. Will we switch?
No.
Yeah, that makes sense. Will we simply arm thrust again?
Yeah.
Sounds right. Arm thrust hits. 1. 2. This time it kills in 2. Super effective. Hit twice. Lillipup faints. Pignut gained 207 and is level 19.
Nice. All right. I like those pluses.
69 HP, 50 attack, 28 defense, 30 special attack, 29 special defense, and speed.
Wow.
School Kid Lydia is about to send in a 3rd Lillipup. Will we change Pokemon?
You know what?
What?
Now that it's level 19, maybe we should use our other fighting types that we brought into this gym.
It's up to you. Timber or Sawk, or stick with Pignite.
Let's use Sawk. Sawk is the other fighting type that we might keep on our team.
Okay.
Timber's the one we're taking off, so we're just going to use Timber if we need to use Timber.
Okay. Double kick.
Yes.
It hits. Wow. Damn. Super effective. Hit twice. Lillipup faints. Sawk gains 248, and you beat School Kid Lydia. Oh, wow. I lost, but thanks for a great battle. We got $300 for winning.
She's so cute.
You'll meet the gym leader soon. This is the last book. Now, read the last book. This is the bookshelf for Pokémon, The Biology of Tepig. Do you want to read this book?
Yes.
It describes the biology of Tepig. Flame burns inside its body and it gives off flame from its nostrils. When it's not well, it can give off only smoke. There's a memo between the pages. You've managed to get here. Well done. You seem to have wisdom as well as strength. I look forward to our battle. Gym leader, Lenora. Click. There's a switch under the book.
Oh. Oh, shit. Do we have to go down an elevator shaft to fight her?
Those are stairs.
Oh, okay.
Wow, a hidden staircase. So, do you want to heal up before we go down those stairs and face the gym leader?
Yes, please.
Okay. Let's do that. And then we're going to be real teases because that is actually going to be the end of this particular episode.
Yeah.
And at the beginning of the next one, we can face off against Lenora. Are you excited? Are you nervous?
I'm very excited. I don't feel like I have a reason to be nervous.
Okay.
I have 3 fighting types, and 2 of them are very good.
Yeah, that's fair. That's definitely fair.
I do want to move Sawk to the front position.
You got it. And Pignite second?
Pignite second, yes. And then Timber will be third, because hopefully we won't really need Timber, but if we do, it'll be there.
Deal. Okay. Well, guess what, everybody? As we implied, or as I blatantly stated, that is going to be the end of this particular episode. Thank you all so very much for watching. Please don't forget to make sure that you are subscribed to this channel and that you have that bell rung, because we are coming back next week for Amy's second gym battle. Very quick succession on these gym battles, I feel like. At least early on. There may be things that might delay you as we get a little further, maybe, as the game progresses. But, yeah, pretty quick into the second gym here. And I think you did a damn good job, personally. And I would love, as always, to hear folks' thoughts in the comments down below. What do you... you gave your thoughts on Tympole and Palpitoad. But I'm curious what other folks think as well. Do you all like Tympole and Palpitoad? Because you didn't seem as impressed.
No.
Okay.
Well, Tympole got cool.
Yeah.
At a certain point, and then I don't love the evolution.
Gotcha. Okay.
So, but I, again, I was hopeful that I would like the evolution, because I felt like it was a good enough Pokemon for me to want to entertain the thought of keeping it on my team.
Sure, yeah.
Now that I've seen what it looks like, I don't really care as much.
Fair enough. Okay. Well, hey, that is completely fine. Obviously, this is Amy's personal opinions, and we want to hear people's thoughts on those opinions, right? Everyone is entitled to them, including all of you. And so please feel free, like I said, the comments down below is where you can leave your thoughts. I hope I've given mine as well along the way, but I'm sure I will continue to do so. That's kind of what I am want to do. But yeah, we'll be back next week for Amy to face off against Lenora, and we'll see how easy or difficult she might be as a gym leader. Please don't forget as well that we have other series on this channel and other channels. Links down in the description box below for our Magic the Gathering channel, Geek for All.
And Gluten Free for All.
But for now, from us here at the Geek for All family of channels, I have been Joe.
And I'm Amy.
And as we always say, in whichever video of ours you watch next, we will see you all next time. Thanks, everybody.